Hello. This strategic management group project presentation will be about McDonald's. It will be by Etienne Hamilton, Elaine Brown, and Landon Robe. We'll start off with the company background. As you know, McDonald's is the world's largest chain of hamburgers, fast food restaurants, serving around 68 million customers daily in 119 countries across 35,000 outlets. McDonald's Corporation incorporated on December 21st, 1964, and operates and franchises McDonald's restaurants. The company was founded in 1940 and is based in Oak Brook, Illinois. McDonald's global system comprised both company-owned and franchise restaurants. The McDonald's Corporation revenues come from the rent, royalties, and fees paid by the franchisees, as well as sales in the company's operated restaurants. McDonald's is the world's second largest private employer behind Walmart, with 1.9 million employees, 1.5 million of them who work for franchises. As of December 31st, 2014, it operates 36,258 restaurants, including 544,000 franchise restaurants comprising 20,774 franchisees to conventional franchise, 5,228 licensed to development licensees, and 3,542 licensed to foreign affiliates, and 6,714 companies operated restaurants. Now, product and marketing position. Products are offered at either an eat-in, where the customer opts to eat in the restaurant, or a takeout, where the customer opts to take the food out from consumption off the premises. McDonald's primarily sells hamburgers, cheeseburgers, chicken, French fries, and breakfast items, and milkshakes and desserts. In the menu includes hamburgers, French fries, cheeseburgers, Big Macs, fish fillets, chicken McNuggets, McFlurries, soft serve cones, pies, soft drinks, coffee, McCafe beverage, and other beverages. The company restaurants in the United States and many international markets offer a full or limited breakfast menu. And breakfast offerings may include egg McMuffins, sausage McMuffins with egg griddles, biscuits, and bagel sandwiches, and hotcakes. The company manages business as a distinct geographic segment: the United States, the UK, Asian Pacific, Middle East, and Africa. The company operates in Canada and Latin America, as well as its corporate activities are reported under other corporate and country. The company also has an equity investment in foreign affiliates, markets, referrals to as affiliates. In these markets, the company receives a royalty based on the percentage of sales. The largest of these affiliates is Japan, where there are nearly 3,100 restaurants. In addition to the restaurants, sells a variety of other products during limited time promotions. Also, McDonald's gear a lot of their products to an overwhelming demographic to make sure that the profit margin is in a good share between 15 and 30%.
McDonald's has been extremely successful because of their corporate level strategy. They have three main competitive advantages. The first one is their franchising efforts. They have been able to grow their company when they first started franchising back in 1955. McDonald's gives franchise owners a lot of training and support. This is vital to keep the company successful and growing. The next one is their marketing campaign. McDonald's follows the 5Ps marketing strategy, which includes product, place, promotion, and people. Their third competitive advantage is food consistency. They ensure that a Big Mac purchased in the US will taste the exact same as one that is bought in Beijing. Next is a business level strategy. They have been looking for more opportunities involving sponsorships, co-branding, and partnerships. They did a collaboration with Apple in 2014 to allow customers to pay for their food with Apple Pay. They also showed up and sponsored various music festivals in Texas with a food truck. In 2015, McDonald's closed hundreds of stores because they were underperforming. They closed around 220 stores in the US and China alone. They also closed 130 stores that were located in Japan. McDonald's has also been trying to increase sales by serving select breakfast items all day. They have released a statement saying it has been a successful launch because they listen and respond to their customers. The next phase, structure and control system. Andrew McKenna has been the chairman of McDonald's since 2004. He has been able to grow the company by the skills he has learned from his startup company.
Today we'll be discussing the stock chart, financial metrics, stock analysis, and final recommendations for McDonald's. So to start off with, the stock price is 110.06. This is up from 95 from November 2014, and in general it has trended upwards over the past year. The stock price is high compared to competitors, so Burger King sits at about $35.50, Yum Brands at $68.82, and Subway is at $6.06. This really speaks to their stock price and just being able to maintain a higher price compared to other competitors. However, the revenue has decreased by just over $1 billion from fiscal year 2014. That's a pretty big number, something significant for McDonald's to look at. Net income has also decreased by 15% in fiscal year 2014 compared to the previous period. That's a big concern, which was caused by a decline in total revenue and higher operating expenses. For the analysis reports, they found for the first one is that McDonald's current ratio is currently only 1.52. As we know in business, we want the current ratio to be greater than or equal to 2. And the current ratio just indicates financial security and defensiveness. The second stock quote I found was the profit margin has been inconsistent over the past 3 years. So the current year it's sitting at about 17%. Last year it was near 20%, and then 2 years ago it was about the same at 20%. The inconsistency carries over to the company's bottom line and earnings per share. So this is something that has been discussed through all of the research that I found, just that the profit margin really needs to become tighter and more consistent throughout the fiscal years. My final recommendations: McDonald's is and has always been a top player in the fast food industry through massive franchising efforts. So they are an international company. They really have expanded over the past several years. They've done an excellent job with food consistency and marketing, so you don't hear too much about people complaining finding things in their food, plastic objects, money, things like that. However, the company has struggled due to marketing and menu changes, which has led to over 220 restaurant closures internationally. So with the introduction of breakfast all day, the company hopes to bounce back by attracting new customers, increasing the frequency of visits with current ones. So what this means is that McDonald's is hoping people will stop in for breakfast and then stop back in for lunch or dinner, and also attract new customers that maybe only have time to eat out for breakfast or just like to have breakfast for dinner or lunch. Ultimately, our group decided we would invest in McDonald's. My final recommendations are as follows. So number 1 is to increase marketing for breakfast all day and appeal to families searching for value. This is very important for McDonald's. Breakfast all day is a big thing, and I feel that people really are accepting of this, but they need to get it out there, have all of their restaurants compliant with this. Number 2 is to prevent potential lawsuits by enforcing corporate policy. With franchise, this is a pretty big thing. You want to make sure that all of your stores are on the same level as far as the quality of product and the policies being followed. So that would just mean terminating managers that are not following company policy. Number 3 is to emphasize variety of hot drinks available, which is becoming a fast-growing market. So McDonald's is competing with companies like Starbucks, especially now that they are offering breakfast all day. They can pair that with a specialty coffee so that people don't have to make 2 trips. Number 4 is to expand internationally. So this means that they expand to places where the market is in need of a strong quick service restaurant. A lot of the Asian countries are currently looking for a place like McDonald's, or in need of it, and that is where McDonald's has focused on expanding. Number 5 is to accentuate value due to the direct competition, offering similar items at a higher price. So what this means is that they are competing with companies that offer very similar items, a fast food item, but it's at a higher price point. So places like Chick-fil-A, even Wendy's, they offer the same type of foods, not exactly healthy, but they're quick, somebody that can just stop in for their lunch or dinner break, but it's normally at a higher price than McDonald's. So it's important that they accentuate that value. Number 6 is to find a balance between raising worker wages where necessary and maintaining margins. This is important for McDonald's in particular because you hear a lot about the workers at McDonald's wanting to raise minimum wage because they can't make a living on what they make. So it's important that McDonald's focuses on trying to make their workers happy, maintaining a good reputation as an employer, but also maintaining those profit margins, which we see have been slightly inconsistent. And finally, number 7 is to remain truthful in claims. So this includes things like saying that they will have 100% sustainable meat by next year or the year after. They can do this by assuring that suppliers can meet demand and define the terms, make it very black and white for consumers as far as what is sustainable. This is something that I found in the research through this class and through other classes. One of the main suppliers for McDonald's is JBS, and it's very important that McDonald's consults JBS and make sure that all of their claims are something they can actually follow through with before they make the claims. I think that's about it.